Russell Martin has been left feeling downbeat regarding some of his Rangers squad. Welcome back to Fog Football. This is regarding a lot of the fringe players that played yesterday against Middlesbrough. I have a lot of free time on my hands here. I'm currently walking the West Highland Way between Tyndrum and Bridge of Orchy, so yeah, I've got nothing but time, brother. So if you want to see that video later down the line, I'll upload it on my channel. But anyway, yeah, it's a bit wet today. A bit soaking, but I can already taste that pint at the Bridge of Orchy Hotel, so hopefully, brother, I'll get there soon. But anyway, let's get into it. So Rangers did draw 2 each with Middlesbrough. What I've got to say about the game, it just felt like deja vu, folks. First half shite, second half no so much, and the substitutions did the damage, which in a couple of the friendlies that's been the case. But, well, I mean, Panathinaikos started with a good team, and it was still pretty crap in the first half, so you know, is it a bit unfair for Martin to have a go at these current the players that started on yesterday? I don't know, but this is what he said, and I quote, "The first half was a bit frustrating because we're playing a good team. They're athletic, they press really aggressively, but a lot of the moments that were uncomfortable for us were down to a lack of intensity on our part." And I said to the guys, I didn't like the warm-up. There's a bit of disappointment in a few people, maybe not in the team and all that stuff, but if you're disappointed, and especially playing for this football club, you have to show it and being more aggressive and more intense, not being downbeat and sort of just being out there and letting the game pass you by as I don't look and stand in a puddle that I stood in earlier, man. And the sheep's looking at me like, what are you doing? Honestly, man, that's the exact same puddle. Well, type of puddle, you know what I mean? Deep, soaks all your feet. Shite, folks. I don't even know, what was the last part I was at there? What was the last? I've completely lost it. I've lost the head here. I've lost the head. Let me see. Let's see. And I said to the guys, I didn't like the warm-up. There's a bit of disappointment in a few people, maybe not in the team and all that stuff, but if you're disappointed, and especially playing for this football club, you have to show it in being more aggressive, more intense, not being downbeat, and sort of just being out there and letting the game pass you by a little bit. So they know that now. That can happen. End of quote. And I think that's a key thing for Muscle Martin. You're best. No, it's Russell Martin, folks. That I can guarantee. But he's right. It's like this team. There's no excuses for me. Pretty much everybody that started at yesterday, none of them's really going to feature against Panathinaikos. Gazma, yes. Dessers, yes. Anyone else that started, no. I mean, a lot of youth players, a lot of fringe players. I mean, Cortez. I mean, whether right back Cortez, right wing, left wing Cortez, I think the guy's crap. I don't rate the guy. Didn't look all that good yesterday. Has he ever looked good apart from that goal against Ayr and that goal against Hearts? Probably not, if we're being honest. So it's time for these players to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, and they just like simply don't want to do it. And it's almost like they're playing with a pissed off attitude, like, oh, I'm not associated with the best players in this team, so I'm going to have a wee hissy fit, and it's embarrassing as I open the gate here and close the gate. It's like Barami. I think Barami throughout pre-seasons looked alright, and could it be a simple case of, well, Barami has, you know, he's looked alright in pre-season, probably thought he'd be associated more with that game on Panathinaikos, against Panathinaikos. He was going to come on a bit earlier, but then due to his socks, oh, you ripped holes in your socks, mate, you have to come off, which is just a bit embarrassing for me. I don't really understand. I mean, everybody rips holes in their socks these days. Apparently it helps with the Achilles and all that stuff, so don't really understand it, guys, but people have got a beef with this guy. But anyway, moving on. Like Barami, does he have a justified case? You can maybe argue, but guy was ranked rotten last season. Should be, based off last season, should be nowhere near a rebuild, but he's obviously done something to play throughout pre-season. But then you look around the rest of the team, you've got like guys like Bailey Rice, who for me played great on occasion last year and then just got hounded out the team for whatever reason, flung out the team. I mean, good performances against Man United, etc., and then just didn't really get trusted. And again, I mean, I can put a lot of blame on Clement, I can put a bit of blame on Barry for like not playing these guys regularly, right? But reality is he should be able to pick himself up and go a game with a new manager. And his confidence yesterday, he kind of looked a wee bit shot to pieces. He wasn't the only one, but why I'm picking at him is because I see a player in there. But again, Finlay Curtis, didn't really think too much of him last season, but this season he's been given a chance so far. Yeah, most of them are friendlies, but against Panathinaikos scores a great goal. Deflect it, who cares if it's deflect it, folks? Man, he still scored, didn't he? It was fantastic. So, don't really understand it from that perspective, why people are going overly in on guys like Fernandez as well. I can see both sides here. I mean, we're signing Fernandez for a couple of mil, but at the same time, folks, we knew when we signed Fernandez, he wasn't the finished article. He would need fine-tuned, and it looks like that is exactly the case of what's going down like that. But it's interesting, and I think it's a bit refreshing for Russell Martin. You know, he's essentially came out and called out this group of players who played on Saturday, and basically turned around and said, here, I gave you a chance and you dropped the ball. I mean, in the past, you know, maybe nothing would have been said. I mean, Barry to a degree, but I don't think he went anywhere near as extreme, considering, you know, pretty much every game with Barry Ferguson in charge, we're going 2-0 down to every team in the league, which is just unacceptable. And I don't really understand it either. But at the same time, I do think there is a protection. I do believe there is, like, you have to protect the younger players more. Like, last year, I was kind of disgusted by the way Clinton and Salah just get fired out the team. Despite, you know, not looking any worse than Robin Proper. Yeah, maybe against the Dundee game he looked worse, right? But in terms of the grand scheme of things, who's going to sit here and say that Robin Proper looked worse than Clinton, or didn't look worse than Clinton and Salah over the course of all the games they played? Of course you're going to say Robin Proper. I just don't really understand that. But Russell Martin, he's a happy man when it comes to his good 11. When it comes to his shite 11, he's not overly that happy, but he did go on to speak about the rest of the players and a bit of the first half as well. And yeah, the rain is beginning to fall here in the Highlands, so bear with me. But he said, it can't be a problem for us that whenever you step on the pitch for this club and this team, you have to be all in. You just have to be. There were some good moments in the first half, but you know, I think the thing is to take when you're not playing or not in the starting 11 right now. And by the way, at the start of a very long season, we're going to need everyone, as a train on the West Highland line blast past. Great, phenomenal stuff. I think the lesson is, if you're not going to play with enough intensity or enough speed or enough aggression, then you'll be put in difficult situations way more than you want to be. And if you want to bring all those, bring all those to the party, right? Russell Martin. Anyway, what is there to say? But again, I mean, if you look at that back four yesterday, I mean, what was it? I mean, it was Fernandez, Oxford, Cortez, Jeffy. I mean, Bailey Rice at times looked like he was playing centre back. I mean, I think I even said in my review, guy was playing centre back. It was just it was a very makeshift defence. I mean, I think out the back, all of them, Jeffy was the best. But is that any surprise? Jeffy's the guy with the most experience. Well, most experience for us anyway. Anyway, guys, the rain is falling down. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'm going to get this pint hopefully very soon.